Hello everyone. In this video, we'll continue to provide the training course for AWS certificate on Generative AI Developer Professional, where in this video we'll talk about AI governance services and we'll talk about Amazon Titan and Nova Foundation models. So we'll start by Amazon Bedrock Guardrails. It's a Bedrock feature for implementing safety controls on foundation models. It filters harmful content, block sensitive information, and enforce topic restrictions. Actually, this is specific to generative AI and critical for domain 3 in the exam questions. Amazon Bedrock Guardrails it provides by filters that it detects and redact personally identifiable information like names, addresses, credit card numbers. You can block by entirely or redact it in the response from the foundation models using guardrails. For generative AI applications, handling customer data by filtering is critical for compliance. Also, it's responsible for word filters that it blocks specific words or phrases. You provide a list of blocked terms and the guardrails prevents the foundation model from using them. This is useful for brand protection or compliance requirements. Also, guardrails is responsible for content filters that it blocks harmful content, hate speech, violence, sexual content. You can configure sensitivity levels like low, medium, high for each category. Actually, for generative AI applications, you typically use medium or high sensitivity to prevent inappropriate outputs. Also, we can configure in Guardrail's topic filters that it restrict conversations to allow topics. You define denied topics, things that the foundation model shouldn't discuss, and allow topics, things that foundation model can discuss. For generative AI applications, you might block financial advice, medical diagnosis, or legal guidance. Guardrails apply to both inputs and outputs from the foundation models. You can filter user prompts before they reach the foundation model and filter model response before they reach to the end users. This provides defense in depth, catching inappropriate content at multiple points. Next, we'll talk about the AWS Systems Manager, which is for managing AWS resources like patching, configuration, automation. Actually, for GTVI application, Systems Manager parameter store stores configuration values, and Session Manager provides secure access to EC2 instances. Parameter store it stores configuration data like model IDs, API endpoints, feature flags. It's similar to Secrets Manager, but it's used for non-sensitive configuration data. For generative AI application, you can store model selection logic, prompt templates, or application settings. Parameter store supports hierarchies where you can organize parameters by environments or application or services. For generative AI application, you might have, for example, environments for production or model ID or development environment. It has model IDs to use different models in different development environments. Next, we'll talk about AWS Parameter Store. It has Session Manager that provides secure shell access to EC2 instances without SSH keys or patient hosts. For generative AI applications running on EC2, this simplifies access management and improves the security. Systems Manager automation runs workflows, patching, backups, deployments For generative AI applications, you might use automation to deploy model updates or run maintenance tasks. Next, we talk about the AWS Cost Explorer. It analyzes AWS spending. It shows costs by service, region, tag, or custom dimensions. For generative AI applications, Cost Explorer is critical because foundation model costs can be a significant value. Cost Explorer shows historical costs, forecasts future spending. For generative AI application, you would typically track the bedrock costs, Lambda costs, data transfer costs. You can break down costs by foundation models, application, or customer tags using cost tags. Cost anomaly detection automatically identifies unusual spending. For generative AI applications, it might detect unexpected spikes in foundation model invocations or data transfer costs. You can configure alerts or notify you when anomalies detected. Cost allocation tags let you track costs by dimensions. For generative AI applications, you might tag resources by customer, project, or environment. And in Cost Explorer, it shows costs broken down by those tags. For generative AI applications, monitoring costs is particularly important because foundation model invocations can be very expensive. You would use Cost Explorer to understand which foundation models are most expensive, which applications are driving costs, and where to optimize this. Next, we'll talk about AWS well-architected tool. It helps you to review workloads against the AWS best practices. It asks questions about your architecture and provide recommendations. For generative AI applications, there is a specific generative AI lens with generative AI specific best practices. Generative AI lens covers security, reliability, performance, cost optimization, and operational excellence for generative AI workloads. It includes questions about model selection, prompt engineering, RAG architecture, and the safety controls. In the exam, you don't need to know every question in the well-architected tool, but you should understand that it exists and provide generative AI specific guidance. The exam might ask about using a well-architected tool to review generative AI architectures. Next, we'll talk about Amazon Foundation models or AI models like Amazon Titan and Amazon Nova. Actually, this is Amazon's family of foundation models available through Amazon Bedrock. The family has evolved quite a bit. Amazon Nova is the newer generation, while Titan models are still available. The exam might test whether you understand which model family is appropriate for different use cases. Understanding which matters is in the exam for the best use case. Actually, Amazon Nova is a newer, more capable generation, but Amazon Titan models are still available and cheaper. But for a new application, we would typically use Amazon Nova. The key thing about both Titan and Nova is that they are Amazon owned models, so there is no third party licensing concerns. If you are building applications where you need the own entire stack or have specific compliance requirements, Amazon models might be preferable to third party options. We have in Amazon Nova models multiple versions or multiple models. We have Amazon 2 Lite, we have Amazon 2 Sonic that are the latest multimodal understanding models. Amazon 2 Lite handles advanced reasoning with extended syncing support and multimodal understanding for text, images, video, and documents. Amazon Nova 2 Sonic adds improved speech understanding and voice generation across 7 languages. These are the more capable than the original Nova models and support up to 1 million of tokens of context. The original Nova family includes Nova Premier, this is most capable for complex tasks, Nova Pro for balanced performance, Nova Lite, it's optimized for latency sensitive deployments, and Nova Micro, it's the fastest as the smallest model. These are multimodal models that understand text, images, videos, documents, and code. Amazon Nova Canvas generates images from text prompts and reference images. We have also Amazon Reel that generates videos. It's up to 120 seconds from text prompts and reference images. These are Amazon Creative Generative models. We have also Amazon Nova multimodal embeddings. Actually, this is a unified embedding model that handles text, images, documents, videos, and audio through a single model. It supports up to 8K tokens or 30 seconds of video and audio and enables cross-model retrieval. Actually, this is used in the RAGD architecture. Actually, this is quite powerful. You can search for text using an image query or find videos based on text descriptions, all in the same semantic space provided by Amazon Nova multimodal embeddings. But we have also Amazon Titan text models like Express, Light, Premiere. These are general purpose language foundation models. They are not as capable as Claude or newer Nova models, but they are cheaper and faster. You would use them for tasks that don't require most advanced reasoning, summarization, like in summarization or classification or simple question and answering scenarios. Amazon Titan text embeddings version 2 and Titan embedding G1. This converts text to vector embeddings for RAG architectures. Titan multimodal embeddings G1 handles both text and images. These are being superseded by Amazon Nova multimodal embeddings, which is more capable and handles more modalities. Actually, Amazon Titan image generator G1 version 2 creates images from text descriptions. It includes features like image editing and background removal. Actually, this is the older image generation model. Amazon Nova Canvas is the newer one with more capabilities. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you like the content. If you have any question, you can comment on the video and you can subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified of the new videos when published on this channel. Thank you again.